And Marina Mabrey is looking like, I know this didn't just happen to me. I know this did not just happen to me. And yes, indeed, Marina Mabrey, it did. Because sometimes the grass is not always...
Have you ever watched someone get hit with their bad karma out of nowhere? Well, that's exactly what's happening to Marina Mabrey right now, and it's honestly pretty funny. This is the same Marina who laughed when Dee Carrington poked Caitlin Clark in the eye like it was a joke. That smug attitude? Yeah, it's not looking so great now.
Indiana, who had a 2-point lead moments ago, now trails by 4 following.
Marina Mabrey, remember she was making fun when Dejanay poked Caitlin Clark and I remember she was doing this?
Fast forward, and Caitlin Clark is becoming the face of the WNBA, while Marina's left out in Connecticut, like a stranded hitchhiker trying to get away. Things are falling apart for her quicker than Angel Reese's jump shot. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever is building a team that could be the next big dynasty. As for Marina, she's learning the tough lesson that messing with greatness comes with a serious dose of basketball karma.
What in the world? They just left me holding the bag. They got me, they left me. They left me, and I am just holding the bag. I'm sitting here. I wanted to trade from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun because I said I wanted to be on a championship style team, right? That's what I wanted, right? But now, we see.
So how did we get to this point? How did Marina go from being the sidekick with all the laughs to an afterthought in the WNBA? And what does her fall from grace say about Caitlin Clark's growing control over the future of the league? Buckle up, because this is a story of instant karma. Let's dive in.
Marina Mabrey requesting a trade from the Connecticut Sun.
Marina Mabrey thought she could ride the wave of petty drama and come out on top. Instead, she's sinking faster than the Sun's playoff chances. It all began with that smirk, the infamous courtside laugh as Dee Carrington poked Caitlin Clark in the eye, like a schoolyard bully. Marina acted like she was at a comedy show, not watching a cheap shot aimed at the face of the WNBA.
When you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
But basketball fans don't forget moments like that. The clips spread like wildfire on social media, and while Caitlin Clark brushed it off with the poise of a seasoned pro, Marina doubled down on the pettiness. Big mistake, because karma? It's got a crossover faster than Kelsey Mitchell.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened. With the increase.
Word quickly spread around the league, Marina's presence was causing problems. The Suns' locker room was tense, and it didn't take long to figure out that some of that tension was coming from her. Other teams took notice. No one wants drama when they're focused on winning championships.
Sun has set in freaking Uncasville, Connecticut. The Connecticut Sun is no more. Ever since everybody and their mama, including the head coach, the former head coach being Stephanie White, ever since everybody and their mama jumped ship, I said it is over with. They have lost all their talent. And now, guys, this is breaking news. Marina Mabrey has said, you know what? She looked to her right. Hold on. She looked to her right. She looked to her left. She said, I can't do it no more.
In a league where rosters are small and contracts are valuable, being labeled as a problem is the quickest way to see your career stall. Front offices talk, coaches compare notes, especially when you're already on your fourth team.
Marina Mabrey is hilarious. I'm sorry. This is her fourth team again. She used to be a Dallas Wing. She used to be a Los Angeles Spark. She used to be a Chicago Sky. And now she's a Connecticut Sun. And now she's like, you know what? Again, like she looked around at that Will Smith. Remember in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith came home and it was no furniture, it was no people around.
Now, Marina's stuck refreshing her phone like it's her job, wondering why no one's interested in trading for her. Her DMs are empty, and suddenly, that laugh doesn't seem so sweet anymore.
Marina Mabrey? This is what Marina Mabrey said when she went to Connecticut, by the way. Being a part of a team like this that is so disciplined with a championship mindset, I haven't been a part of that yet. Remember, she was traded to the Sun just back in July. But now, things done.
Basketball fans turned that clip of her laughing into a meme, and now her social media is flooded with comments like "still laughing," and how's free agency treating you? What used to be a cocky grin is now a reminder of a player who lost her shot at success.
And Marina Mabrey was left holding the bag because, you know, she's on that team. She wanted to be there. And once she got there, a couple months later, the head coach is gone. Again, the head coach is gone. All five of your starters are gone. Not just your point guard, not just your shooting guard, not just your small forward, not just your power forward, not just your center. All five are gone. So that veteran presence that have won championships before, gone. That head coach that was on the verge of winning a championship as a head coach, gone.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's jersey is flying off the shelves, and the Fever season ticket sales are breaking records. Marina, on the other hand, is watching from the sidelines, realizing a little too late that laughing at greatness might have been the biggest mistake of her career. The Connecticut Sun thought they could keep playing the tough team, all grit and grind, with a little edge here and there. But now that tough bark is starting to sound more like a desperate whimper, and that supposed bite? Well, it's mostly just the team falling apart.
And I'm trying to think of teams that can afford her. Like just salary cap wise. She is on a $200K contract. It's not a max, but it's a $200K contract.
Let's be real, the Suns' locker room is as chaotic as the Las Vegas Aces. The chemistry is non-existent, and the vibes are toxic. It's the kind of dysfunction that even Dee Carrington's cheap shots can't cover up. Marina Mabrey didn't just fall off individually, she helped drag the whole team down with her. The pettiness she pushed became the team's identity. Instead of focusing on winning basketball, the Sun became better known for fouling star rookies, stirring drama, and posting cryptic tweets like a bunch of teenagers. That's not a winning culture, it's a disaster. And now, everyone's leaving.
You know, sucks for Marina Mabrey though. She wanted to leave, but her practice facility got worse, and all the best players on her team are gone.
So, what happened? Marina happened. Carrington happened. The team got so wrapped up in trying to humble Caitlin Clark and grab headlines that they forgot how to play basketball. While Clark was busy climbing MVP ladders and selling out arenas, the Sun were busy making highlight reels, for all the wrong reasons. But here's the thing, this meltdown isn't just embarrassing, it could change the entire franchise. The WNBA is evolving. Teams like the Fever are building for the future with stars like Clark, the Liberty and Lynx are stacking talent, and even the Aces, love them or hate them, still have 4 Olympians on their roster. Meanwhile, the Sun are out here wondering if they need group therapy or a complete rebuild.
Take a look at the women on the left side of my screen right here, okay? Take a good look at them, because they are no longer on the team Connecticut Sun in the WNBA. Veronica Burton is missing on this photo, but that is player number 6. That's 6 women who are no longer on the Connecticut Sun team.
Fans have noticed, too. Ticket sales are down, jerseys are collecting dust, and while Caitlin Clark's supporters pack arenas and snatch up Fever merch, Sun fans are starting to wonder if their team will even be competitive next season. The truth is, the Sun tried to bully their way to success, but in this new WNBA, it's the teams that build around stars like Clark that take home championships. The Connecticut Sun wanted to be the enforcers, but instead, they became the punchline. And if there's one person who's been working overtime to stay on the wrong side of history, it's Sheryl Swoopes. Once a trailblazer in the WNBA, now she's like the league's version of Facebook aunt, dropping cold takes no one asked for and getting roasted in the comments.
People in the Fever were like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah.
Swoopes made it clear from the start that she wasn't buying the Caitlin Clark hype. She questioned why Clark was getting so much attention, suggested other players deserved the spotlight, and took every chance to downplay the Fever's star rookie. But as Clark's game kept getting better and louder, Swoopes didn't change her stance, she doubled down.
What kind of things do you say?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay.
But I'm talking about more social media.
Okay. It's a turn. Right? It's a turn, right? It's really a turn of the tides.
Well,
right?
Gil, here's my point. The beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw.
Fans noticed. Social media noticed. Swoopes L became a whole genre of tweets. Younger fans, who grew up hearing her name with respect, started questioning if she even watched the games anymore. And that's the thing, respect is earned, but it's not guaranteed forever. You can't coast on past glory while taking shots at the future of the league.
In the
3
beginning.
WNBA MVPs in your career. Would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
I can't. Bro, Cheryl Swoops is willing to lie about her own career before she even admits that Caitlyn is dominant.
It's not that Swoops had to worship Clark. Plenty of legends give honest critiques. But there's a big difference between analysis and personal bias, and Swoops crossed that line a long time ago. Now, every game-winning shot Clark hits feels like another nail in the coffin of Swoops' credibility. The truth is, Caitlin Clark is the future, while Cheryl Swoops is starting to sound more like the past.
Yeah, for Cheryl Swoops, if you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave. Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents to come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans. She did all that.
While Mab and the Connecticut Sun spiral into irrelevance, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, taking over the WNBA and making it look effortless. Every time the haters try to drag her down, she just levels up. It's like watching someone hit cheat codes in real time on the court. Clark isn't just scoring points, she's rewriting the record books. Deep threes that make defenders question their life choices, no-look passes that have teammates cutting harder than ever because they know she'll find them. She's not just a scorer, she's a system. Defenses build their entire game plans around her, and still, she cooks them.
Are you in a position where you can add some pieces?
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position, and I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
Her three-point shooting range is just absurd. She'll pull up from the logo with a hand in her face and drain it like it's a free throw. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Lexi Hull are thriving alongside her, knowing that every cut, every sprint down the floor, could lead to a highlight reel dime from Clark. The MVP talk? It's no longer just early hype, it's real. Fans know it, coaches know it, and even the same veterans who side-eyed her last season are starting to come around. Because when someone is this good, you can't fake respect forever.
So to pick up a vet, a professional like Sydney Colson, and then you also have a vet like DeWanna Bonner, and you also have a vet like Kelsey Mitchell, and then you have Cece and Aaliyah Boston and Lexi